Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. I am just in a chatty girl kind of setting goals, getting stuff ready for the new year, and I'm just gonna flow with it. I'm gonna roll with it. I feel like I need to do a little bit of an intro because we have so many new faces here, but if you're new here, thank you for being here. My name is Erin. I am 44 years old, a mom of 3. I have been a stay-at-home homeschooling mom for the last 16 years. 2 of my kids have gone to real high school now, and I have 1 left at home that we're homeschooling in grade 6. So that's Clementine, who was in all the tea and toastmas that we did over the Vlogmas. I just like to talk about like all the cozy things. I'm a thrifter, I'm a baker, I'm a cook, decorating, but on a budget. But I also like to talk about perimenopause, weight gain, debt, finances, all of the things. So basically just life in your 40s. I try to keep it honest and real and open and vulnerable and all of the things. So if that sounds like something you are into, hit the subscribe button. This is all very new to me still, but my plan is to post 1 to 2 videos per week. We'll see what my schedule, how it all feels, but my goal is for 1 to 2 videos per week. So be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications. It means the absolute world to me. I am a small channel and I am trying to grow, so welcome. It is New Year's Eve 2024. We are about to embark on our winter arc. So if you don't know what a winter arc is, it's basically where we're going to take our coldest, longest, darkest months of the year and dig in and be the best versions of ourselves. So for us, that looks like crushing our credit card debt that has been crushing us for the last year. We are going to do 75 hard. We have done it once before, but we didn't record or anything, any of the progress. So we are going to be doing 75 hard, which is a mental toughness challenge, which is basically you do 2 workouts per day. 1 can be indoors and 1 has to be outdoors. So 2 45-minute workouts each day. So for us, that'll be an at-home workout. We use Body as our streaming workout thing. We've been using them for years. I love them. I will never be without it. And then our outdoor workout, because it will be winter. It is winter here. I live in Ontario, Canada, and it is going to be cold. So our evening walks will be our outdoor workout. Also in 75 hard, you read 10 pages a day, take a daily progress picture, drink a lot of water. I think it's a gallon of water or something. A lot of water. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, no alcohol, which is no problem for us. We don't drink, just not for any reason, we just don't. And follow a diet. So for our diet, we will be following a more anti-inflammatory kind of diet. We've been given a number of reasons to believe that that will help us, including from our doctor. And for all of our health, various reasons. I probably won't get into it in this video because this is not what it's about, but I'm trying to give an overview of what all of this will be and all of the stuff that we'll be sharing over the next 3 months. I need to come up with like a fun name for it. Like, I'm just thinking like the Winter Arc Diaries or the Winter Arc Chronicles, something like that. So this is what we will be talking heavily about. So in order for us to crush our debt, we also are embarking on a no-buy quarter. So for January, February, March, we will not be buying things. It looks a little different probably for everybody, but for us, that's going to be no eating out, no thrifting, sadly, unless someone needs something replaced, probably. So like if the kids run out of, like, wear out of something, wear through something, grow out of something, we can replace it. Also, we can buy, like, if we run out of, like when we run out of shampoo, like consumables, if we run out of shampoo, makeup, mascara, cleanser, all that sort of thing, like we can replace the things that we run out of, but there will be no books. So I'm going to be actually working through, we have an incredible amount of books that I've thrifted over the years and purchased over the years, And I think this will be the year that I just kind of read off of my bookshelf, which is also an interesting challenge for me. Because like buying books and reading books are two completely different hobbies in my world. So I would like to read more. Reading 50 books this year is a goal that I have set for myself. I have made it a goal to personally try and get off of my antidepressants. I've talked very openly about that in previous videos. If you'd like to watch those, I can maybe link them. They were more recent videos that I've discussed it and kind of gone through the weaning process and how I felt in real time. So now I'm currently on my lowest dose and will be, I think, because winter in Canada is dark and long and a slog sometimes, and I love winter, but it's still, February comes and I can be in a dark place. So just because of the lack of sunshine, simply. So I think I'm going to wait until spring and try to get off of them. If it doesn't go well, if it's a train wreck, I feel no guilt or remorse or anything about staying on them, but it is a goal to see if I can get off of them with all of the changes that we're making. So that is a goal a little further out. Another one of my goals for my YouTube channel, and it's a big audacious one, and I feel like, oh, maybe I'll just edit this out, and I don't want to say it out loud, but a big audacious goal that I would like to hit is to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2025, and possibly even have a brand deal. Maybe just a little one, maybe my first brand deal, I don't know. So that's a big one and a scary one to say, because to reach that goal, to go from where I am right now to 10,000 subscribers, I would need to have about 700 subscribers, new subscribers each month. So if I don't hit it, I don't hit it. But I'm going to put it out into the universe that I would like to reach 10,000 subscribers and maybe get a brand deal. Another part of like sort of a YouTube goal, sort of a personal goal, but it will be later in the year after our credit card is paid off. I would really like to be able to buy myself a proper vlogging camera. I currently use my iPhone. It's fine. It's not perfect. It doesn't have great sound. A microphone I don't completely trust. I always feel like I'm gonna use the microphone and then it's gonna just have no sound because it crapped out on me. So I would really, really like to, that's one thing I would really like to purchase for my vlog and for my YouTube channel. So that's kind of probably in the second half of the year. We are looking at 75 Hard as a mental toughness challenge, which is what it's designed to be. And just to put it out there, I am not a huge fan of the creator of 75 Hard. Like, not. But it is a good challenge. So just wanted to put that out there that I'm not a fan of him, but it's a good challenge. And I could sit here and tell you that weight loss is not a goal of mine, but I am 40 to 50 pounds heavier than I was at the beginning of the pandemic. I definitely am wanting to get back to a place where I feel good, because when I was at that place, I was working out and eating really good food, and I felt like the best I've ever felt. So for me, I want to get back there. So I realized that weight loss is not for everybody. I am going to try to talk about it in as enlightened as I can be. I'm probably going to say the wrong things sometimes. I just want to be honest and upfront and say that I am going to be trying to lose a significant amount of weight this year. It isn't going to be the sole focus of our winter arc, but it will be a focus of it. So I just want to be upfront with that for you, because I know it's not for everybody, but it is for me. So that's like an overview of all of the things that I want to achieve this year. And it feels like a good chunk of it can and will be done in the first 3 months of the year. It's going to be Tomorrow is the start of something really intense for us, and I realize that not everyone wants to go into the new year with these intense, aggressive goals. But for me, this is when I naturally want to do the most. I don't feel like this in the summertime. I feel like I have like this reverse seasonal depression sometimes. I come to life in the fall and winter in the colder months, and this is when I want to be aggressive with my goals. And I realize that that's not for everybody. Sometimes people need to rest. Different people need different things, and I fully respect that. But this is where I am at, and this is where my focus is going to be for the next 3 months. However, there will be cozy, fun baking and things like that, where I'm going to be sharing healthier recipes that we're eating, healthier snacks, probably trying to make more from scratch to try and make our grocery budget go a little ways further. And Clementine and I also I shared, I'm not sure which video it was, but I shared in one of our Vlogmas videos the grandfather clock that we thrifted, and we'll be turning into like a miniature dollhouse sort of thing. But that will be also something that I'm making videos about and talking about and sharing. That's the overview of all our goals. But in this video, I kind of wanted to focus in on our low buy, no buy quarter and what that will look like for us. I don't want to get super specific in sharing all of our budget numbers, but I will share bits and pieces of it and our plan on how we're going to tackle it. So let me just I made notes because I go on tangents, guys. This is actually like the second time I filmed this because I was just like all over the place. We are starting the year off in Canada. At the beginning of the year, all of your CPP and IE things that we pay into have to come out of the paycheck, and then you kind of halfway, 3/4 of a way through the year, you kind of max all those out, and then your paycheck bumps up a little bit. So Mike's paycheck starting the next pay period will be $600 less than we've been getting in the last few months. So this is going to make it super fun. At the end, we have gone through all of our expenses, like hydro, utilities, car insurance, house insurance, life insurance, mortgage. Our mortgage has gone up $400 because of interest rates, no fault of our own, just bad timing. We bought our house before the pandemic hit, and we unfortunately had to renew in a really rough period, like peak interest rate time. So unfortunately, we pay $400 extra for no good reason right now, which hurts me a little bit when I think about it. Sometimes it keeps me up at night, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it at this point. So we've gone through all of our expenses. We have done like an audit on our streaming services because they get out of hand so quickly. Oh, it's just $10 here, $12 there, $15 here, $10 here, and you forget because they're not all, don't even get me started. So we have gone through and canceled a few things. We may cancel more. Right now we have Netflix, which I think we are going to cancel. I have YouTube, which I'm going to keep because YouTube makes me so happy. So happy. The content on here just is so inspiring and so lovely. This platform feels like home to me. So I want to keep that. I like watching my videos without ads. We have Spotify and Audible. Amazon currently has like a deal on right now where you get Amazon Unlimited Music, but they also throw in an Audible credit each month for about the same price as we're paying for Spotify. If we could knock off Spotify and Audible and combine them, we could save a little bit of money and still basically have the same services. So the only thing is I'm not sure what Amazon Music is like. We tried Apple Music. When did we try Apple Music? Last year, and we didn't love it. So we went back to Spotify. So I'm not sure what Amazon Music is like. So if you have any experience with it, maybe just let me know what you think, what your thoughts and feelings are on that solution. We have Discovery, the Discovery channel with like the learning channel, because my guilty pleasure TV shows are 1,000-pound sisters, sister wives, and 1,000-pound best friends. Okay, that is my shame right there. I love those shows. They are my guilty pleasure. But I don't know how much it's bringing into my life. It's only $6 a month, but we might let that one go. Mike is about the only one that watches Netflix at this point, so we might get rid of it, and he might maybe, I think he should find some YouTubers that he really likes and watches. So we'll see how that goes. So the channels and streaming services that we have recently canceled because of this audit, you'll see this is ridiculous how out of hand it gets. So we canceled BritBox, we canceled Disney, I canceled Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound is where I get my copyright-free music to use in my videos. However, when you download them, I download them into my software, basically my editing software. I have them on my phone and in that software. So I had music that I downloaded, say, a year ago or so, and used those in my video because I had downloaded them. I thought everything was fine. I had no warnings, nothing. But it turns out I can't actually monetize those videos without changing all the music, because the people who have provided this music have changed their minds and revoked the copyright-free thing. Not ideal. It's kind of annoying because if you have to then constantly check. It's not just a safe place where you can use all the music. They just changed the rules, and you never know when they're going to change them. So I don't love that, and it's $26 a month for Canadians with taxes and the exchange rate and all of that. So I'm canceling that, and I'm going to use YouTube Music. YouTube Music is a little limited, but I do like the classical stuff. So it's going to be a little learning curve. Okay. I just got cut off. My dad called and I was on the phone for like probably over an hour just chatting. So I lost my train of thought a little bit here. Where am I? So I canceled Epidemic Sound. We canceled Nintendo. I don't even know what we were paying that for. It was $5 something a month, and I don't even know what that was for. And we canceled our Apple TV, which was like $15 a month with tax. So just those things that we canceled has cut out $70 a month worth of streaming services, and we still have a fair bit. We also have Amazon Prime, so I feel like if we could definitely cancel Netflix. So that's kind of what we've canceled and what we're sort of keeping. Then for our groceries, our goal, and this sounds like an insane number to me. For our groceries, we would like to keep it to $1,500. Which sounds like an insane number. But we can't seem to keep it below that without a lot of planning and a lot of thought. So 1,500 is the number that we're aiming for. I would love to see it at 1,000 even. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. We have $300 for gas because we have one car, but my husband drives a half hour each way to work. And then if we go and visit my dad, if we go and visit my mom, if we go to get groceries, everything is at least an hour plus away from us. So we do have to drive a long distance. So $300 is what we pay for gas, approximately. That's what I'm budgeting. We'll kind of see what the reality is. Might be a little less, hopefully. So at the end, after all our fixed expenses, and then after our groceries and our gas, which are kind of variable, groceries and gas are like the only things that we could really tighten. I mean, we could cut a few more streaming services out if we really needed to, but I think if we're really mindful, we can just do what we're doing. So for the next, until our visa is paid off, we will be aggressively paying down $1,000 a month minimum. So we may end up putting more on if we find at the end of the month we still have like a good chunk or a good cushion. We might throw it at the visa to get it paid down faster, or we may just keep it and kind of roll it over into the next month so that we have this cushion where we don't have to use our visa for emergencies. We can use this cushion instead. At this rate, we'll probably be into July, August by the time this is paid off at that aggressive repayment plan. We also, when income tax season comes around, we usually get a decent return on our income tax. So we will be also throwing that at the visa just to get it out of our lives and never let it get up this high again. So the reason it got this high was it started with our front deck. We rebuilt our front deck and it ended up costing twice as much as we originally thought it was going to. And we're very lucky it was all done. We just paid basically for supplies, but the cost of lumber was really high. My mom's husband designed it and built it for us, and we kind of helped out where we could, but basically we just paid for the supplies. But we had to pay for everything on our visa just because that was easier. And then, buying a week or two worth of groceries, but we would buy it on Walmart. Like, they do the grocery pickup, which is very handy because it stops the impulse shopping and purchases, but it goes on your visa, and then if you don't pay it off right away, it just gets away from you. And that's what's happened to us. And it's embarrassing, but it's real. That's what happened. It's nothing crazy. Like, it's just little by little, it got away from us. And so now we're going to aggressively get back at it. The first 3 months of this year, the first quarter of this year is going to be an intense lesson for us, I think. It's not going to be fun. And one thing about it, all of this challenge, is that thrifting and eating and baking are my 3 main coping mechanisms for anxiety and stress and boredom. So those are the top 3 things that I go for or gravitate to make me feel better. And now I will not have those. So I'm going to have to learn how to just sit with it. And I think journaling is going to be a big part of it. So I'm really going to have to learn how to sit with my feelings and process it and just sit with it and be okay. So I'm going to be sharing all of it along the way. Vulnerability and be like just talking very openly and honestly is totally my jam. So that's what I'll be doing. I'm going to be sharing a lot of this process with you guys because that's what I do. My hope is that seeing us talk about it and hearing our numbers, and I find sometimes when I watch people's like financial reset videos or budget videos, they stress me out because I see these people who are so on top of their finances at such a young age, and they're investing and saving, and us being one income has definitely been a challenge for us and probably put us behind a little bit. So when I watch other people's videos like that, I just want to put my head in the sand. It makes me feel panicky. It makes me feel like a failure. And so this is the big reason why I'm sharing this. Not everyone has their together, and it's never too late. It's never too late to start showing up and start fixing it. And if we can do this, you can do this. How I will be sharing this is just very honest day in my life vlogs, sharing recipes, sharing all the ups and downs and wins and all that sort of thing, and recipes. So today is New Year's. I think I already mentioned that. So I'm going to make a homemade lasagna with some garlic bread, and I'm going to make a Caesar salad. I have a craving for a Caesar salad to eat with it. But because we're trying to cut out like store-bought processed foods, I think I'm going to make a recipe that I used to love, Oshiglo's Caesar salad dressing. So I think I have everything, and I'm going to try making that this afternoon. Time is getting away from me. And I think Mike made some Sweet Marie bars. We've been watching Downton Abbey. This is like, I feel like almost every Christmas or winter we end up rewatching Downton Abbey. It's just such a cozy comfort show for us around this time of year. So I think we're just going to watch that. It's going to be a night in for sure. We're not leaving the house. I'm going to have a little snackaroo. Then while we're watching that, I'm going to work away at my vision board. So I'll share a little bit of that. I think I'm going to use Canva for it. I ended up paying for a month and then canceling the subscription. So I have it for a little while. So I'm going to make my vision board. Mike has been using Notion and finding out how to use that. And so he's creating a financial tracker for us so that we can put our expenses and all the things that we are spending into finance tracker. And he's also found a way to, I think I mentioned this in my last video, but he's found a way to make like a visual vision board, but that has like the details and goals also written on it. So that's good. But I also wanted to have a vision board that I could like maybe print out and just have on the fridge or where we work out or in our bedroom or, you know, in the bathroom, things like that, just as like a constant reminder. I'm a very visual person and I just want to have that. That will be, so that's what I'm going to go and do now. I'm going to spend the afternoon doing all the things, making lasagna and all that. So this is probably going to be the last time I'm like talking with you. But I'll share some like maybe B-roll of the vision board and all of that. If you've watched this far, share the money emoji. There's like a stack of bills with wings or like a money bag or something. Share a money emoji. And it's kind of tricky because I feel like not everyone wants to talk about their finances. So if you're comfortable and you want to share, let me know what you spend each month on groceries and how many people you're feeding, how many people live in your household, that sort of thing. I would love to know. And I know that's not for everybody, but if you're comfortable sharing, I would love to just have that information. I would just love to know how other people are living and what they're spending. But if you don't want to talk about that or share that information, maybe finances are just a steady thing for you. Maybe you've already unlocked the secrets to financial freedom and you have it all together and this isn't one of your goals. Maybe drop some nuggets of wisdom in the comments. I would love to have like your top budgeting finance tip if you care to give that, or otherwise just say hi in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you again for all the kind comments, for all the subscribes. And I even had someone hit the super thanks button, and that means the absolute world to me. It made my day completely. Thank you for being here. I hope this has inspired you. I hope that this series will help you realize that it's not too late, that it's never too late to get started and do things right. Thank you for being here, and we will see you in the next one. And Happy New Year!